Hi, good evening. Son of a bitch, I knew I forgot something. Hi, good evening. I hope everybody's week is winding up nicely. We are due for Final Fantasy. Unfortunately, it is crashing when I load it up. So I'm kind of hoping it'll stop doing that. So bear with me on that. The queues are reasonable. The queues are so good. Seriously, it's like 23 people in the queue. And that's probably, I think that's not even people. I think that's just their, like, crash prevention queue. Did you watch the things? I did. There's definitely some in there I'll add in. I didn't get the chance to do that because I'm up to my fucking tits in work. But yeah. Please load. Is this because you were in full screen mode earlier and you were shitting yourself? I don't know what the error code you gave me means. Okay, well, I'll let that run. How hard did you reject the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one? Do I have the right link? I don't remember there being a Teenage Ninja Turtles. The Futurama and Stephen, yeah, I don't remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I see no Ninja Turtles. Unless it's a quote put over something. Have I lost my mind? Possibly. No, I was thinking of the, yeah, let me check that. I was thinking of adding, well, definitely adding, I will send you to Jesus. Anything I can't understand is fake. And, shit, where is it? Hope's deleted. Oh my god, that's actually... I thought that was a parody. I didn't know that was that was like actually Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I thought it was a parody. That's why you confused. That's why I got confused. We are head empty. I also need to check. But yeah, I think there is enough. Okay, I have successfully enabled the Final Fantasy drops. Thank God. I think that lets me also get them, which would be nice. Why did I forget to hide the son of a bitch? Oh, it won't let me. Okay, there, now it will. Okay. So fingers crossed I will also be acquiring my chocolate orb mount from this. Where is... There it is. Just some excellent editing. I seriously thought that was a parody. I didn't know there was like a live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Which is weird because it does, on a second watch, it does look vaguely familiar. But many things look vaguely familiar to me without me understanding what's going on. So that doesn't really narrow it down. Yeah, let's swap over. There we go. Feet. There we go. I really should rename that to something other than feet, but it reminds me to put the feet in when we play Elden Ring. Or at least when we get to the final boss. Oh hell, I knew I forgot something. So I haven't actually played since like Monday. So my retainers are so far behind. Did I get paid again? He normally says coming to a decision, but with a pause. Oh. Choices. That'd be what, the 80s or 90s that was made? Back before the slightest script pause made YouTubers very happy. Wait, my dyes didn't sell? Oh, did somebody crash the dye market again? I was making so much money on that. Maybe it was me crashing it. No, I was... Because I don't undercut usually on the market. I sell at the same price as the lowest person. Because it just puts the latest person at the very top, I think. So people think you need to undercut, but you don't. I say that with way too much confidence for someone who has no fucking idea, to be honest. Okay, that's sorted. When that stops yelling at me in big gold letters, I can put the music back on. I don't need that. Where is... That is... Gel goes in this one. What else we got? These are all sugar bath. These retainers are the closest I have ever been to being organized. And that's just because they have specific items per retainer. Let me see. One of you is capable of leveling up, I think. No, because none of them are crafters. See, that throws me. I handed in items for all of these classes, but 4 of them leveled and the rest didn't. I swore, and I think 7 of the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 of the 8 items were high quality. Suspicious, nonetheless. Oh, it has stopped yelling at me. I can put the music on. Oh, that's the wrong button. I still don't know how Pictomancer works. I tried to take it into an alliance raid to test it. I got Puppet's Bunker, which is rough for me on a good day when I know what I'm doing. To be fair, Puppet's Bunker is usually fine. It's just the goddamn corridor. I think I have an idea of it. To my understanding, the goal is to get as many palm motifs under Starry Sky, or as many of creature canvases under Starry Sky as possible. And your subtractive palette. But is it just this, like, I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure Hammer Stamp, what is actually 60% of 480? I can't believe I'm doing fucking maths again, god damn it. No, it's not 60%, it's 40%. Yeah, so the hammer is less powerful than your subtractive palette. So that is the one that you want to focus on under Starry Sky, I assume. But Starry Sky's Starry Muse, whatever we're calling it, also grants you a use of subtractive palette. Holy and White is worse than any of the others. I assume it's like a movement skill because you can stack it to 5. I say taking it into an alliance raid blind was a bad idea, but I know more about it now than I did before. So I have that alone gave me a much better understanding of it, I think. Maybe. I don't know. So if I don't have to worry about getting the hammer in under Starry Muse, that does help a lot with what I was worried about with the timings on it. Specifically, the Striking Muse's 60-second cooldown, which was running too close to Starry Muse for me. I am going to do another Alliance raid, because I do want to see... DPS indeed? What? Are you kidding? High level dungeon. Oh, they've had to rename 50, 60, 70, 80 entirely. The days when it was just 50, 60, 70. Yeah, I'm gonna run through another Alliance raid because I came away from the last one with such a improved understanding of it. I'm hoping It shouldn't be Crystal Tower. I have too many good things unlocked for it to be Crystal Tower. That doesn't mean a whole lot. They will probably put me in the hell spot, but... Psst, over there will get too much use. I can put it on a longer cooldown if needs be. But... in fairness, even saying that to me would not necessarily give me the ability to figure out which over there. Man, I really wish the Pinello gear was, unlocked. Maybe we'll add replica versions of it. I doubt it. I don't think there's replicas of the, Eureka gear either. Oh good, he is wearing pants. That worried me for a moment. Oh, this one also yells at me. I forgot. Why are we yelling at me? Phoenix, why? Why would you tie this to background music? Oh well, at least that one doesn't loop for everything you clicked. Okay. Need to restock on ventures. Please do not put me in tower. Or labby. I say it every time you get lost. So, just constantly? At least I won't hear it when we're playing Final Fantasy. Well, not after we do story. Why can't I desynth that while I'm waiting for... oh. Can I... required level 90. Yeah, I have to get this to 90. Fuck, food. Can't eat it while I'm waiting for the damn queue to pop. God damn it.
His last order was, come. And they came, all of them, even the dragons.
Ah yes, I knew I forgot something. Oh, someone withdrew. Good. Fuck. At least let me eat the food. Are you supposed to mute that one? Yes. It's because I have to do it on a third-party thing, and... I can't actually do that. Oh, sick. Oh, we actually have someone that's... two people that aren't the new classes. Okay, well the good news is it should still be muted for like half an hour, so I can fix that later. I have... I didn't change the names off... fuck, I did. God damn it. This is not the time for me to be doing this. Good enough. Okay, I'm starting to get a hint of use for this. Wait, do I need to go stand in that? I think I do. Oh, maybe it needs a certain amount of people for a certain amount of time? I've never done that mechanic. I've done this raid so often, but I've never done that specific mechanic. Why am I being stared at by the... oh, fuck that thing. Okay, this is what hammer's for. I was wondering why this class hit so hard, but it's to make up for all the time you spend not casting. That's not fucking... Imagine remembering to do your fucking moves. Couldn't be me. Why is there still a giant orb of ice? How much is this going to hurt? That is a 10-second shield. I should not have wasted my time using that. A lot, by the way. Please don't kill me. I'm already so confused as to what's going on. Yeah, we're fine. I think. I don't know if I'm supposed to be casually drifting that. I assume it sort of drifts itself back. I have no fucking idea, goddammit. Fucking alien that. Knowing what you're doing is for scrubs. To be clear, I did look up a guide on Pictomancer. It did not help the situation. It left me more confused. Because it's aimed at fucking, like, high-end raiding. Which I am allergic to. I don't know what I'm doing, good lord. The upside is, they're kinda, people are just kinda used to people not knowing what they're doing when new classes come out, so that's nice. As long as you're aware that you push the buttons. And telling people to push the ones that light up is useless fucking information, because they all do that. That was a waste. But I think it was a correct waste, so maybe. Maybe? I don't fucking know. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to bully any of my friends into explaining the rotation to me because they haven't picked it up yet. They've all picked up Viper. Hold on, fuck the pallets up. The upside is I'm too low of a level to get white paint because I haven't been paying any fucking attention to it, and I wouldn't have noticed if I had it. Which would have been, I believe the children call that cringe. Oh god, not me. Oh, that's convenient. Great. Yes. Will that be ready by the time that is? Yes. No, it's a 40-second cooldown. I didn't realize. It'll be fine. Maybe. Ow, my bones. Ow, my other bones. I gotta say, thank God this doesn't have a dot for me to also be taken care of. Because that would be a huge new problem. Where's my healers? Let's stand by them. Why are you... Never mind. Level 70 dungeon, why are you casting Cure? Not even dungeon. can actually get 2 fast casts of that. Didn't mean to do that. Ow, my bones. Oh. If I stand here, will it kill me? No, but it's fucking close. Oh good, he's doing something I can't hit him for. It's my only hope of survival. The upside is the combos don't get interrupted. That's very sexy of them. Kind of wishing I had a res right now, but that's A's problem. Maybe I should go back to Icy Veins. I don't think... I've heard many people say it's not great, but it does the job. And I don't know enough to know if it's doing it poorly. Oh god. Yeah, we're not getting... Oh, he spawned the golems. I didn't even notice. When did he do that? Hey, Dynamic, how you doing? Hydrate? Yes. I will. Thank you. Do I bother using... I may as well. Come on, buddy, spawn in. Oh, there you are. Good. Where are we safe? Oh shit, they do that one. I didn't know that. Lion's Breath, choose fire. Why am I standing so close? I'm a fucking caster, for God's sake. Fucking dignity. I'm gonna use red-based paint for damage over time. Don't worry, I'm already experiencing that. All of the time, probably. How's you? I'm good, yeah. We're doing, Alliance race to try and get a hang of the new caster in Final Fantasy. It's going... Well, it's going anyway. I have a vague understanding that I should probably do the big spells under the damage buff. But that's about as far as I'm getting. It does remind me, though, I need to re-remember how Red Mage works. I haven't played it since they reworked it for Endwalker. But one of my retainers is Red Mage, so I have to go play it. So that she will level. Because I've already reset her. Where am I going? Viper is easy and fun, though. I do like it. I did pick it up. But all of the buttons light up all of the time. So I'm gonna have to go and play it a little bit to understand it. I wanted to do Picto first because I'm more of a caster main. I started as an Arcanist, so I feel compelled to try the casters. We don't talk about Black Mage, though. Black Mage is scary, and for people that are stronger than me. Started as monk. How are you feeling about what they keep doing to it? I've heard it's... I don't play it, but I've heard that it's experiencing emotional damage, as someone might say. Salmon, nice. I never really got into the melees up until Reaper, honestly. Oh wait, no, I can use this for this. And then... apparently I'll be cold in my grave before I learn how to prioritize. Bring it over here. Oh wait, no, yeah, shit, do, I remember this one. Monk is weird. I've heard that. Doesn't Monk have like a 6-button basic rotation? I played it a little when I was trying to level everything for the level 90 achievements. Although I must confess I did have to give up and just run it through Chloe. That is supposed to be saved to go in under the freaking damage buff. Alright, well it didn't. This used to be combo 1 then combo 2. Oh, fair. Oh shit, I'm about to get run over. Now it's all jumbled together. Ah. They are making some choices over there with that one. Can say that about a lot of things. That is true. Is the healer going to... oh, maybe they did. A, B, C. No, thank you. Ow. My fucking bones. I can never tell where those wheels are gonna hit. Good luck. I have been very fortunate in terms of reworks. Because I had to stop playing Summoner because it was too complicated. So I'm very happy about the Summoner rework, which I think makes me a rare breed. Paladin, I never did quite get the, I never did quite catch back up to Paladin after that one got reworked. Red Mage, I think Red Mage still plays the same. To my understanding, anyway. It's just kind of the timing's changed rather than anything else. Yeah, so I do want a second subtractive palette under there. Paladin rework made it so much better. Yeah, I do really like the changes to the buff fight or fight. I just sort of, I keep forgetting that it's changed. To be fair, I haven't really played it much. I've played it a couple of times since the change, so I haven't really given myself a chance to get used to it. That's the wrong one. The timings on this confuse me. Oh, wait. Subtractive is full. New build is going to be full by the time it goes, yeah. God, I love movement abilities. To be fair, when it comes to tanks, I'm mostly main warrior, so I am having the time of my life. Am I even supposed to be using fire and red unless everything else is on cooldown? Yeah, I feel like I should be building subtractive, but at the same time, maybe not. Who? Oh, I got nabbed. Oh well. I still wish Summoner got Rama, Shiva, and Leviathan. They should have! I mean, we should have. Wait, I'm Summoner. My best guess would be that they'd just be worried about the height of how that's gonna scale once we get past those. Although it would be exceedingly funny if they gave us Heidelin, but I'm guessing that one. Thanatos Bahamut is nice. I still need to get there. I've only been playing on stream so far, so I'm still kind of like... Wait, I can't say that. I took Pictomancer in, but I haven't been leveling anything regular yet. I took a look at some of them, but I like surprises, so I'm sort of. So I'm just kind of, I'll let the skills come as they do. Who the fuck just voted abandon? Did you misclick that, or was it just for the skibbity toilet?
It is to be a fight then. I am only too happy to oblige. Like sheep before the wolf.
Someone in chat said it. I realize you can't see that. But yeah, someone in the party chat is asking if anybody is a skibbity toilet fan. Now I have to figure out what the fuck that is. I'm aware that it is some kind of meme among the youths. I can't believe I just said meme, but... this is one where you don't move, right? Yes. It's also the one where everybody forgets that and moves anyway.
Emotional damage!
I can't remember what buttons I was supposed to be pressing, so I'm just gonna wait for the fucking damage buff to go back to come off cooldown. Why are you over there? Why are you fighting that over? Oh, honey.
Does it grieve you to see the depths of your own weakness laid bare? Maggots!
I wonder how much it hurts if we... Oh no, he just keeps building his kill them all button.
You do not belong in my world. Step into nothing.
I'm definitely using Starry Sky's Subtractive palette wrong, but I'm not sure how.
You will be judged. The world has no place for such wretches. Your claim to life is forfeit.
I wonder if temporary misdirection affects movement abilities. Oh, I don't need to find out. My truth or lie? I don't remember. Ah. Oops. No, come back. I just used a... Son of a bitch. That is on a timer. Get your ass back here, Argus.
Fool is the dog who bares his teeth before his master.
Am I better off? I think I actually am better off using this. I'm not sure. Oh no, because I can't count. Never mind. I forgot how numbers work. Okay, let me actually remember to hide people's names again. Wait. Son of a... Yeah, that's that. Okay. I have once again forgotten how to change it on the party list, but I forgot at the time when I was trying to change it back, so I haven't fixed it. Yes, again. Don't worry about it. Santique lumber. Why do I feel like I've been using that a lot lately? Ah, Skybuilder shit. And housing. Oh, okay. That's for the wooden slats. Yes, I will need all of that. Thank you. It's like 90% of my house is wooden slats at this point, nearly. Okay. Fuck that. Let's go do MSQ. I need to remember that I have to do this on a healer. Well, the DPS queues aren't terrible. But I don't expect that to hold. So I'm gonna go do it on a healer. They reworked Astro. I need to get back into using Astro. They changed what the cards do, which is a bit of a problem. Let me see. Balance and spear are damage. Are they on the same button? Thank God. Okay. So it's damage. Healing buff. Oh, you bastard. They don't do the same thing. HP recovery or a shield. Oh, why did they not do the same thing, you bastards? That's a regen. That's also a shield. Why are you like this, Square? These could have been on the same button. No, these two. You continue the story? Yes. We will be doing it on White Mage because I don't have to learn what the cards do on White Mage. Maybe Sage? Did they change anything about Sage? I don't think so. I should really start actually reading the changes because they do this really handy thing where they put out patch notes that tell you everything they've changed and I never fucking read them. And then I sit there wondering why things aren't doing the thing that I expect them to. Oh wait, no, I remember. We were doing White Mage because it was visually thematic. And there was one thing I wanted to change before we go any further, which is... Can't fight crime if you ain't cute. Or, I guess in our case, political rivals, which is maybe illegal? I'm not really sure. Where is... There it is. Because they gave us a second die channel. Oh yeah, that is exactly what it needed. What if I dye this one gold too? What if I don't? Oh, it only dyes the little dangly bits. Never mind, that would be irrelevant. But also, what about the shoes? The shoes are already metallic brass. Spectacular. Is the second dye channel for the shoes the laces? Yes. Imagine there's a lot of people who want to punch Jeremy Corbyn. Why? What has he done this time? I know they had an election, but I was not paying attention. Honestly, they might be fine as they are. They look slightly off, but it's probably fine. He's just a twat. Yeah, well, that's fair. You also wasn't paying attention. Do you have any idea how much that narrows it down for me? At this point, I'm kind of allergic to paying attention. Especially to myself. Just don't tell my boss I said that. I'm gonna fucking hear about it. Which one is she standing by? The cabins? Yeah. You haven't done the dragon coming thing yet? That should be on an 1.5-hour cooldown? It is not. That whole thing where it's you determine the cooldown by seconds is not doing good for me. I didn't save the update that I made. Wait, yes I did. Let me test something. Okay, it's fine. It should be on a 16-hour cooldown. Which was just easier than muting it. Although it might have reset. Okay. I've also muted it. Because if I get rid of it, I'm going to have to go and hunt for it again, and I don't remember where it is. But yeah, let's continue helping Wuklamot actually contest the throne. The preparation of intricately carved tablets for every claimant must have taken considerable effort and forethought. We should consider them weighty reminders that this contest is no light-hearted matter. Oh, no need to depress everybody, Arundel. I wasn't expecting events to progress that quickly, but I won't complain. The contest is the main reason we're here, after all. I won't give up until we find the Golden City, for Wuklamot as well as myself. At a glance, they seem much the same. Oh yes, that was it. We're here just to make sure our tablets match the reliefs. That makes everyone. Wuklamot, the tablets, if you would. Of course. Everyone has a tablet? Then let's compare them to their respective pillars. Keep an eye out for even the smallest differences. One day, they're going to have to make those two taller. Because they're finally going to admit that time is passing in universe. It's going to be very fucking funny. But I would think that they should do it mid-MSQ. Like, they leave short, and then you show up to another quest and they're just tall now. Like, what do you mean? This is just how Elezen work. Unless I'm missing something, the glyphs appear to be identical. The only difference being that the tablets have hollows where the keystones are to be fitted. So, now that we've established that the scenes are the same, where do we go from here? Stone Servant said we were to retrace the path he walked in uniting Tyrell's peoples, and that we would encounter 7 electors along the way. And there are 7. Oh, thank God Wuklomat caught it. Then we have the answer here in front of us. Papa's path is all laid out in the Tuliolal saga. The events the glyphs portray. Do we know the exact locations where they took place? If one is close, we could go there and search for an elector. That would confirm we're on the right track. Let me think. The Lay of Reeds was in the nearby Hanu Hanu settlement. Papa took me there once. It was during festival season, and the whole village was alive with good cheer. There's also the Lay of Gold. That one involved the Pelu Pelu village, which is about the same distance from here. Before going anywhere, we should ask around about the road ahead. I heard a lot of talk as we toured the city about that storm we passed through at sea. Apparently it ravaged Yogg-Tyrell several days ago. Since our roads are not as well paved as Eorzea's, they're more susceptible to damage from natural disasters. If we want to avoid wasting time taking a dead-end trail, I suggest we spend a few moments making inquiries. If it's information we need, just leave it to me. I'll bring the information to us. It would be prudent to ensure we're prepared for the journey. I'll guide you to the accommodations I've arranged. It's nice seeing someone else do all the running around for a change. And it makes sense, because people are gonna move out of the way for her. I should... This is a movement ability. Should I rearrange my hotbar? I always put those there, unless it's tanks. I think you can go down there. That's right. The reservation is under Wuklomat's name. If you don't mind, I'll leave my companions to you. Certainly, sir. I'll go and track down the third promise. Once you've finished organizing your gear, you can meet us outside Zabalia of Tea. Greetings, visitors to Tuliolal, and welcome to the Farrar Cabins. Whenever you are ready, I'll show you to your rooms. Oh, the graphics update looks so good! Oh, I don't get shown to a room. I get to walk like everybody else. Can I be up here or over there? I chose, and I appear to have chosen incorrectly. Oh, upstairs maybe? Saved by a staircase. Fuck yes. Take what I can get. What's the flower wiggly line thing on the right? Huh? Uh-oh. I didn't see one. What are we... Trust you to be the keenest to head out, Yuna. Oh, I should have gone to... Oh, I was supposed to just talk to the innkeeper, wasn't I, to see the rooms, because apparently they look sick. But where are Erinville and Wuklamad, I wonder? Oh, good. You're all here. Who might your companions be? Seeing as we needed information, I thought who better to get it from than the locals. These two hail from the villages we're thinking of visiting. I give you credit for taking initiative, at least. What do you mean, at least? I am honored that the third promise would seek my advice. I, too, am happy to answer your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Thank you both for your help. Before we begin, there will doubtless be other occasions when we need to act independently, so I brought these for the two of you. Grey filigree. Take a look. What's this? 'Tis called a link pearl, a gemstone harvested from a special shell. When linked together, they allow people to communicate across great distances. Is that so? What a handy thing to have. It'll be very useful on our travels. Speaking of which, I should get back to introducing my two new friends here. The Tuliolal saga features a number of Tiral's clans. Two of those, the Hanu Hanu and the Pelu Pelu, have settlements relatively close to the city, so I brought a representative of each. As I mentioned before, the Hanu are a cheerful people who love their festivals. They make their appearance in the Lay of Reeds, and their home village, Okanu, is located in Kazama Uka. The other, smaller fellow is one of the Pelu, a clan of business-minded folk from Urkopacha. They appear in the Lay of Gold and craft all kinds of marvelous goods in Washinpelo, their village. Now, as for deciding which village to visit first, why don't you put that adventurer's instinct of yours to work for us, Yuna? Pick your destination. Ooh! Upon completing this quest, the main scenario will branch into two quest paths. Accepting the quest from the helpful Hanu will temporarily prevent you from accepting the quest from the approachable Pelu, and vice versa. The second quest path will become available from the respective NPC once you have completed the series of quests from the first path. Furthermore, story elements and quest rewards will not be affected by your initial choice of path. Speak with the NPC you prefer, and embark on the trail for the rite of succession. I'm glad they're doing that again. They did this with Endwalker, with Charlie and Azavnir. I'm glad it's sticking around. It's fun. It also probably helps with server load. Or at least zone load. I want to go to the Pelu Pelu because I'm a massive Final Fantasy X fan. Or at least some degree. To Kozamuka will become available once you've completed the quest series, beginning with the approachable Pelu. Oh yeah, this is because... Of course the Pelu have alpaca. We're going there. What is it you'd like to know? Our main concern was confirming the state of the road ahead. As I recall, to reach Urkopacha, we depart from the Arch of the Dawn, then take the road west at the first fork. Should we be wary of anything along the way? That is indeed the way to Urkopacha. After the damage wrought by the recent downpour, however, you'll be doing more stumbling than walking. But do take heart. When it comes to rugged terrain, we have a most dependable solution available. Come with me. We'll be back to talk to you in good time, friend Hanu. Meanwhile, you can eat and drink your fill at Zvalia of Tie. It's all been arranged. We basically just slightly temporarily kidnapped this guy. It could take Oh, we're already getting quests. Hello. You there. You're Yuna Bajiri, are you not? The adventurer from across the water who's been lending the third promise her strength? Then well met. To tell the truth, I have been meaning to make your acquaintance for some time. I have a proposition for you. You're familiar with Eorzean hunts, yes? We have something very similar here in Tuliolal, and, having heard much of your philanthropic spirit, not to mention your capacity for violence, we should very much like to recruit you to our cause. If you're interested, speak with my associate Bal Ogaw. The Zbral is a master of the hunt, and administers to the bills in the square overlooking the port. Tell him the Wing of Protection recommends you. Sick. You have not seen me fight. I am literally a white mage right now. I mean, yes, I can still kill God a few times, but that's besides the point. But I will be doing that because that means if any of the hunt trains are running, I can make money off of it. We'll catch on to one if they show up. Maybe they won't notice that I'm not supposed to be there yet at this level. What do we have here? Your posture could use some work, but you've got good eyes. Eyes that have seen a few things. You here to sign up? I'm always here to sign up for violence. I mean, protecting the locals or something. The Wing of Protection recommend you, do they? Well, we're always on the lookout for new hunters, and if you're good enough for Wuk-Lamat, you're good enough for us. Pleasure to have you with us, Yuna. Suppose I better get down to the introductions. Or maybe I don't need to. This whole idea came from your side of the sea, after all. It was Quana who showed us your ways. Either way, I'll keep it brief. Our hunts work much the same way they do in Eorzea. We put a bounty on those beasts that prove themselves an enemy of the people. You kill them and bring us back the proof, you get your reward. While your reputation may precede you, rules are rules. And the rule is, I have to test every hopeful out on beginner bills. Can't have every youngling with nothing to her name but a plowshare and a dream of glory skipping merrily away to her doom. Prove yourself in Tural, and I'll give you some bigger, bitier fish to fry. I will absolutely do that, but you will pay me if I kill the bitier fish, right? Even if I'm not technically supposed to. Beginner hunts. Wait, technically, I don't think these guys actually pay me for, the hunt trains, right? That's just sort of defaulted. Although I don't think I can actually do enough damage at level 90 for that to matter. Remind me to maybe remember to do that. Oh, what are the new... What's the new shit? Free stuff? Oh, that's where they put the cat. And the chocobarding. But more importantly, I have enough nuts left. No, that's... I have too many of my favorites. Fuck. I work too hard for anima. Oh, that's a baby! I wonder if this does anything. Not for that one. Well, that makes it show me its ass. As cats are wont to do. Can't get the leaves yet. I'm gonna grab the blue quests, as there are unlockers. Why am I walking? I have a sprint button, for God's sake. I also could have teleported, which is... Oh, wait, isn't Corn of Necessity the one with the minion? I'm not sure. Wait. Are you up on the cliff or are you at the back of here? You are probably up on the cliff. Aha! Got you, little shit. A fellow Eorzean, am I right? Do you fancy yourself much of a sightseer? Oh, yes, I do need to unlock this. This will be the sightseeing log. Dear old Millith gave you her journal? My, what a small world! It just so happens that I'm her cousin. Elspie Ironheart, at your service. Well, if you've met Cousin Millith, I'm sure you can guess why I crossed the salt, as they say. This continent is positively brimming with sights unseen by Eorzean eyes, and I'm here to discover them all. My twin sister and I, that is. You see, I had more interest in Yok, while she was drawn to the vistas of Zack. So it was that we parted ways at the bridge, each of us touring half of Tyrell. So give me your sightseeing log, then. Yes, ma'am. Let's see. Oh, how beautiful. I should like to see these places myself someday. Sorry, I was going to just scribble down my notes on Yoctorel. I included what my sister shared with me of Zoctorel, but I'm afraid it isn't much. My sister's name is Emmeline, and she's still wandering about over there. Given your natural affinity for Ironhearts, you'll doubtless run into her someday. Well, I'm sure you've got places to be and vistas to behold. May your journey throughout Tyrell be bright and unforgettable. Hell yeah. Yeah, you just have to be above level 90, that'll be fine. I've got to remember to scroll out before I use that ability. It's very bright when you're that close. What's this about grey filigrees? Hey! Bayside Bevy. Playing host to a never-ending stream of customers, the largest marketplace in Tuliolal is replete with goods from every corner of Tyrell. Its proximity to the harbour ensures that cargo unloaded from the boats and barges can be transported directly to the shelves of local merchants. I love sightseeing logs. Although we don't need to talk about what the Kugane one inflicted on me. So many jumping puzzles. So many falls. Okay, it was like 1, 2 jumping puzzles, but it was a big one, so it counts as traumatizing. Anyway, I'm hitting up the inn. I saw a screenshot of these and they look freaking gorgeous, so... Ooh, this is pretty. Okay, yeah, that's pretty fucking gorgeous. There's gonna be wars among the people that want housing areas in different zones. Because they only ever add one new zone at a time. And it's usually from... Let me see, it was... When did they add Ishgard? They added Ishgard in Shadowbringers, if I remember rightly. Post-patch. They didn't add one in Endwalker. I don't think. Did they? No, I'm almost certain they didn't. We had Shirogane before. But there's still people hoping for the Crystarium. I don't think I saw too many people hoping for Yulemore when the Crystarium was right there. There's people hoping for both Sharlayan and Radzatan housing. And there's definitely going to be people hoping for Tuliolal housing. I will be one of them. But I'm also still holding out for Sharlayan housing too, so... That said, I don't know if I'd actually move. I might move my apartment, but I like being in the lavender beds. It's my home. I live there. May I introduce to you our most dependable companion, the alpaca. Oh, look at the little ears. How's she gonna fit on one? These animals can traverse Urkapacha's steep mountain trails as if they were gentle fields, and all while carrying heavy loads. Our merchants would be lost without them. So they fill much the same niche as our chocobos back home. You don't have alpacas in Eorzea? Alpacas are native to Yogg-Toral. Eorzea has its chocobos, and the eastern lands have their horses. Why go to the trouble of breeding another pack beast in a place which ill suits its qualities, and where it is not needed anyway? But must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you aren't fond of alpacas. When I was small, and being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their fur, on their wool. One of them spat on me, and it was the foulest stench you can imagine. I see. Hey, Urkash, how you doing? What do they like to ride? Alpacas bred as mounts are inquisitive and docile. Even those without experience find them easy to handle. We're really doing this then. So, was my information useful to you? Yes, very helpful. Even if it wasn't what I wanted to hear. Good, I'll take my payment now. You want me to pay you? I guess I should have expected as much from a Pelu merchant. Let me see what I have on me. The Pelu value the act of spreading joy through trade, as you should know. They take pride in making deals that benefit both parties. Ah. Rowena. Here you go. A fair price for your fair advice. Yes, I made a trade with the third promise herself. My friends will never believe this. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels. Off you go then, and thank you. Too bad, celebrating lesser evil politics now being in charge. Hey, nice. I'd heard there was an election. I'm glad to hear that the Tories apparently did not win. I better not get spit on again. Oh, Wooklamont. You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle, and so will they. I better not get spat on. I'm still not happy about this, but if we need to ride alpacas to reach Urkapacha, then that's what we'll do. They're all twats. I mean, yeah, but that can be said about all politicians. You have to, but, like, we can't skip them, so we have to pick a twat, basically.
Turali poets of yore sang of a mountain that would stand tall, even should all other lands sink beneath the sea. Indomitable and eternal, it arises from Urkopacha, the 100 peaks of time. Of all the beasts which crawl and fly, only the legendary Valigarmanda could hope to disturb the summit's serene majesty. Yet, with that flying calamity imprisoned by the Dawn Serpent, what great feat remains for those who would claim the throne?
I'm in danger. An apocalypse.
So this is Urkopacha. I've never actually been here before.
The air is so crisp and clear.
Probably thin if we're that high up.
Mountains everywhere you look.
That one massive peak in particular has quite the presence. It puts me in mind of Som Al.
That is Workor Sormor, the tallest mountain in Yogg-Toral. Its sheer height makes it an imposing climb. But there are other reasons the ambitious keep their distance.
Oh? Do tell.
Where to begin?
Excuse me, but you're Wuk-Lamat, are you not? I hadn't thought to encounter one of the Dawn's promise here, of all places. But I should introduce myself. I am Bol Nok, a weaver by trade.
Well met, Bolnok. We're on our way to Untitled.
Truly. I've just come from there, as it happens. I'd asked the Pelu who sell me their wool to give me a tour of their alpaca ranch. The head rancher and I shared a bottle of mezcal while he explained the finer points of wool production.
Mezcal, is that a local beverage?
It's an Urkopacha specialty. A spirit made from distilled agave heart juice.
Yes, and it must have done wonders for my mood, for I tripled my usual order of alpaca wool. They did offer me a discount, though, so it wasn't a bad deal in the end. But listen to me, boring you with my tedious stories. I will leave you before you are lulled to sleep. Goodbye, and safe travels. Oh, silly me. I almost forgot to say the thing I actually wanted to say. Peace for Tural. I agree with your vision, Third Promise. You have my support in your bid for the throne. I gather from his tale we would be foolish to underestimate Pelu merchants.
Good thing Estinian isn't here.
Yes, they do more than run the markets in Tuliyollal. Pelu peddlers can be found everywhere in Tural, traveling from place to place on their sturdy alpacas. They are effusive and engaging speakers, and many's the customer who's been talked into spending more than they bargained for.
They won't find this customer so easily charmed.
Oh, honey.
Vachun Pelo's down the path! Off the main road! Don't get lost!
It's right there.
Oh. It is literally right there, okay. I'm just thinking of, like... I really hope the relics are done with Pelu merchants and not Rowena this time. It would be nice to be shot of Rowena and Moena. Oh hey, my chocobo's here. Where did you come from? I didn't realize I had you out. Where have you lost the third promise? This is it. Watchin Pelu, home of the Pelu. Wuk-Lamat should have arrived before us. I mean, I hope so. It was a straight line. Almost. That's not good. You've come all this way for the right of succession? Oh, this means I'm exchanging words with the future Dawn servant. Please, the outcome is far from decided, but it is a possibility. How fortunate, then, that I deal in cloaks woven from especially luxurious alpaca wool. Such a garment would look magnificent when draped over the shoulders of our budding ruler. And a nation's ruler should dress her best for her adoring people, yes? Finery for our finest lady, that's right. Come, Third Promise, my well-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. Finest lady. I like the sound of that. Alright, I suppose a quick look wouldn't hurt. Ahem. What did we just talk about? Erenville, when did you... Oh, it's another Estinian all over again. Ah, a Shetona from far off Dawntrail. Northern winters are bitterly cold affairs, I'm told. I cannot imagine how you survive them without a lovely warm cloak of quality alpaca wool. No, thank you. I'm not in the need of new clothes at the moment, and neither is the third promise. Perhaps another time. Of course. My shop door is always open. Can you get the duck goggles? Possibly? I'm not sure. You were saying something about not being easily charmed. I was just... That looks so funny on the Hrothgar. As I mentioned previously, the Pelu people live for bringing happiness through trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their deft turns of phrase, and unwitting customers like Wuklamat fall prey to this affable approach time and time again. Your only recourse is a clear and firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter, should you make your disinterest plain. A valuable insight into the minds of the Pelu Pelu. Let us all take Ernvel's words of caution to heart. For the love of God, somebody update Estinian. And make sure he doesn't come here unsupervised. Didn't he pay like $3,000 for a hair tie or something mad like that? We know he's on continent. We need to make sure he's supervised. Tataru will kill me. Wait, hold on before we do that. Let me grab the Aetheryte. Splendid. I also see the Alpaca Keep. Oh, and the Gemstone Trader, of course. Excellent. I still need to finish my fucking Endwalker Fates. Clothes shopping time? That is probably crafted gear. If it's either... Clothes shopping isn't generally an overworld kind of thing in this game. It's usually either crafted gear or locked, specifically locked gear. So it'll be behind a quest line. I think one of the society quests, that I think that's what they updated the name to, are with the Pelu Pelu. So they might be locked behind those. Let me check. Here we go. Snow cotton. Well, it's definitely not that. Oh, yeah. Oh, it probably isn't one of these. It'll probably be... With it being iconic for the Pelu Pelu, it will most likely be... Would it be a master recipe? Yeah. Glam-specific stuff is usually a master recipe, so I'm gonna have to max out crafters before I can figure that one out. I can check the market board and see if it's on there, but I don't think it will be. Or they might be mean and lock it behind treasure maps, which will make it ungodly expensive. Not my finest moment, I'll admit. But now that we're here, let's do what we came to do. Find the Elector. Allow me to propose a strategy, then. Kryl, Alice, and I will speak with the merchants. Wuklamat, you and Ernville might try approaching travelers and passers-by. What am I, chopped liver? No. Yuna, pray investigate any of the other establishments which catch your eye. Should we learn aught of use, let us relay it to the third promise. I'm the only one that can be trusted on their own to be unsupervised. I love that. I want that lookout point, though, before anything else. And conveniently, the Dawn served as Elector. Ah, I thought you were a new face in town. I thought you were a new face in town. Here for the right of succession, I take it. Me? I don't care much about who sits the throne, so long as they keep Toral peaceful. People tend not to be in the mood to relax and sip our excellent mezcal once arrows and spears start flying, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like a cup? A joy shared is a joy doubled, I say. Oh, right, yes. You were asking about that elector business? Being but freshly returned from my trading route, I've heard that there's a contest afoot, but not much else. Our head ledger, Tobley, could probably tell you more about it. Would I be right in saying Tobley is one of the Alved? Or is in 10? Oh, I can't be arse navigating up there. We'll get up there eventually. Ah, I got stuck on a wall. Where am I going? There also is not actually a clothing merchant in town. Even if there were. There are usually some in the cities, but out of the cities it's usually just repairs. Electors. Oh yes, I've heard all about the right of succession. They're looking to put a new ruler on the throne, eh? Personally, I'm rooting for Zeralja. If the first promise wins, he'll look to expand our sphere of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers. In the thousands column, potentially. So many new trading opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. Others have been coming around to my way of thinking, so I've begun crafting goods inspired by the resilient sun. Would you care to purchase something? Please, just answer my question. Very well. You said you wanted to know about the Elector? I could help you, but I won't. I can tell you're no supporter of Zeralja or his policies. Rude. I mean, you're right, but still. Hello there, I'm Mablu. Did you have a question for me? Sorry, I don't know about any electors. You should take a moment to see our prized alpacas before you leave, though. Oh, be sure to admire them from a respectable distance. Get too close and our nervous darlings may be tempted to spit on you. And that stuff stinks. It happened to a visiting buyer not so long ago. Tobley, that's the head rancher, was so mad at me for not giving a proper warning. No one makes a mistake without Tobley noticing. He knows everything that happens on this ranch. Well, that answers that question. Okay, I have successfully not been spat on. I think this will be a mount. It'll probably be a multi-person one, right? Speaking of mounts, I could just mount out. Hold on. Wait, I just realized. There's a new expansion. I do not have flying points. Where is the motorbike? You will probably see most people at the start using this because it has a little speed buff by default that the others don't because it's a shop bike. It's the only, I think it's the only shop mount though with that because it's based off the Final Fantasy VII one. So it just got like a special movement buff. You really have to watch yourself around those silver-tongued peddlers. I almost bought a bottle of mezcal and a stack of blankets. And then there was this enchanting ornament. Anyway, I did manage to learn that Tobley is the man to talk to about the contest. Now, if only they'd share where this head ledger of theirs is to be found. Really? He's also the head rancher? Well, the Alpaca Ranch is not far from here. I say we pay it a visit before the others return. Don't get spat on, Worklemat, please. That is a lot of alpacas. Still, we know the head ledger could be here somewhere. I can't let fear deter me. Not to say that I'm scared, of course. Don't buy an alpaca. Excuse me, is one of these workers Tobley? Tobley? Oh yes, he likes to mingle with the ranch hands and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is, though. You can't? Is this part of the contest? All I can say is that Tobley often mentions his favorite pungent subject. He still can't resist a profitable trade, though who among us could, am I right? Still, if you bring him a very good deal, he might let his identity slip. Sounds like a game. Easy enough. All I have to do is offer Tobley a deal he can't ignore. No problem at all. Well, maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone we think might be Tobley. Let's ask some questions first to narrow down the field. Great, we can meet back here to share our impressions. I mean, if it's pungent stuff that you're looking for. Well, obviously I'm not Tobley. I mean, oops, I shouldn't have said that. You're meant to find out for yourself who Tobley is, or if an elector is even in the village at all. Good luck! Well, this is me finding out by asking. Ah, a visitor from across the salt, if I'm not mistaken. Be warned, the alpacas will spit if you startle them. I suggest you keep your movements slow and deliberate. Oh. His pungent... We're not going to have to get spat on by an alpaca, are we? The beast regards you with wary eyes and a twitching jaw. Backing away slowly may be the wisest course of action. Okay, what if I don't? Haha. Outfoxed the llamas, of alpacas. Am I Tobley? Yes. Yes, that's me. Excellent work from the third promise and our entourage. Sharp instincts. Shall we commence the rite of succession then? That's a load of horse shit. You think I might be Tobley? Well, maybe I am. All I will say is that in this village, none have reared more alpacas than I. I assume it's the diligent one. Alpacas are sensitive creatures. Many of the goods for caring for them come at a great cost, but that is a small price to pay for their happiness. Have you spoken with Yavli yonder? He loves alpacas dearly, but the feeling does not appear to be mutual. Not with this lot at any rate. Can you pet the alpacas? Technically, yes. In the sense that I can walk up to them and use the pet emote. They do not appear to have any opinions about it, though. I see we're both done with our interrogations. So, who do you think it is? I have my suspicions, but let's hear you pick. Diligent, I think. Ah, the workers so intent on stable chores. I had my eye on that one too. Time to rip the mask off our mystery ranch hand, so to speak. We know it's you, Tobley, and to prove it, I propose a deal. A generous sum of coin for confirmation of your true identity. She wasn't listening to what Mobley was saying. An offer I gladly accept. As you have correctly guessed, I am indeed Tobley, head ledger of Wanchipelu and head rancher of the family ranch. Oh, we were right. Sick. I am also one of Gulal Jaja's chosen electors. Aha! In a place featured in the Tuliolel saga, just as we thought. I was right to trust in your instincts, and I wager this won't be the last time. She found you out fair and square, Tobley. I'm glad she did. Would have been a pity had her bid ended here.
Deducing the Dunservant's elector was the first step of the feat. Too simple a task for this aspiring ruler, eh?
Right. Not hard at all. Zorolja.
Wait your turn.
I am told the head ledger, Tobli, is to be found here.
You have to guess which one of us is Tobli. That's part of the test.
You're Tobli.
Without even asking a single question. Very impressive indeed.
Only one that didn't look away.
With that amusing prologue out of the way, we can proceed to the actual challenge. Per the Dawn Servant's instructions, I was free to devise any manner of feat. I considered a number of possibilities in the 10th column. But I think I have a good one. You must go forth and capture for me an alpaca.
Oh, we're getting spat on.
While I've not had the best experiences with alpacas, aren't they generally docile creatures? That doesn't sound like much of a challenge.
Bring out the example!
That's a tame one, though, isn't it? We capturing a wild one, or?
This is a special kind of alpaca. Would you please approach the animal, Third Promise?
Who? Me? Well, it should stay calm if I stay calm, right? That's what Erinville said. Ah! The little monster spat on me! Ah, oh, that stinks.
Alpaca spit partially tonic acid. You good, hon? Hey, Ingrid, how are you?
Alpacas are paradoxical creatures, being both extremely curious and extremely cowardly. Press your luck when they're frightened, and you'll get a face full of spit, as you've all just witnessed. Has an awful stench, their expectoration. The globs contain half-digested food, you see, making it an effective deterrent against perceived threats.
Wild valley breed like this one are especially timid and can therefore be quick to lash out. They're also especially hardy.
Indeed. We take the rugged wild alpacas and breed them with our gentle domesticated stock. This produces the strong but biddable pack animals prized by our traveling merchants.
That's all well and good, but did I need to bathe an alpaca spit for you to make your point?
So, the task is to catch a wild alpaca.
That is correct. But be warned that it is a feat easier said than done. I suggest you prepare well before you enter the valley where the creatures dwell. And by you, I mean the claimants only. Allies are not permitted to assist with the catching. The alpacas will help me judge which of you is worthy of receiving a keystone.
So I'm to chase down a fluffy, spitting demon, and that somehow proves I'm fit to rule?
As I said, the Dawn Servant granted me the freedom to decide my challenge. And when you reach the end of the rite, I dare say you will understand why I chose what I chose.
I assume this is to teach you patience, Wooklamat.
Very well. This won't take long.
You might want to tell Zeralja that the alpaca has to be alive.
Wait! Didn't I warn you this was easier said than done? There are preparations to be made, factors to consider.
A beast is a beast. All yield to strength.
So far, this experience has done absolutely nothing to improve my opinion of alpacas.
Why am I giving her the sad eyes?
That doesn't mean I can't do this. Revolting spit aside, they're just another animal.
I can't believe Wooklamat fucking died to a llama. I mean, I'm just glad I'm not the one that got spat on.
We thought we heard you scream.
The third promise does not scream. It was more of a startled yelp.
Scream, in other words.
Did you find the Elector?
Oh, we certainly did.
He's right there. At least introduce them. I had to go and wash that nasty stuff off my face. I think I got it all. But would you mind taking a sniff for me, just to be sure? The stench has ruined my sense of smell. No. Hey, I saw that look. Yeah, and you can keep your horrible alpaca face. No offense. I've done my duty and assigned the claimants their feet. The rest is up to them. What's around this corner, though? Oh, it actually does go somewhere. I thought it was the, like, exit stage left. And, oh, what are those? You know what? We'll get back to the main story in a second. I want to get started on doing the fates out here. Wait, where's my chocobo? Fuck. What level is this fate? 91. Yeah, we're fine. I should not have done this on White Mage. Why the fuck did I do this on White Mage? Like an idiot. Okay, give it a second. Wait, did I use? I don't think I used. Oh, I have acquired an audience, or like a crowd. Okay. I don't think I used Devilment, did I? No, it's probably linked to something on White Mage again. Oh, fuck, the lag. Where am I getting? Oh, there. Wait, I can't... Yes, I have to actually dodge AoEs. This is a fucking... This is not warrior. I'm required to dodge. Also, probably would have been a good idea if I positioned with the bird. Oh, that's too many. That's more than I thought that was gonna pull. I'm in fucking danger. Holy shit. Thank God the machinist is here. Or I think I'd just straight up be dead. One more. Well, that was briefly terrifying. I miss being able to fly. Wait, why am I walking? Why am I on the bird? Went to all the effort of setting up the motorcycle. Don't fucking use it. Typical. It is past time for our usual hydration break, so I'm gonna do that now because this will... I smell cutscenes, basically. If I stay sitting on the bird, the timer doesn't count down either for her thing, so... I may have to log back in when we get here, but it should be fine. Hydrate? Yes. Yes. So grab some snacks, grab some drinks, get some stretches, and I will be back in 10 to 15 minutes. Right. Let's see if what it looks like when Wooklamat tries to catch an alpaca. Because this should be very funny. As Wooklamat helped demonstrate, the valley alpaca are wary of people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. You might have warned me about that earlier. I have enough trouble with tame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? With the proper saddle, we infuse the leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast. Wonderful. Give me one of those then. Have you perhaps forgotten we are a clan of merchants? If you want a taming saddle, then you'll need to find a saddler and make them an offer. They don't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pel in the thousands column. You mean 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. Converting to gil, that comes to around 1 million or so. Mayhap if we all pitch in. No, this is my feat to accomplish. I wouldn't feel right about having others pay the cost. I'll find the money, somehow. In that case... that basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier. 1 pel in the hundreds column. Beginning with the wool, you can trade for ever more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with for the saddle. That's a nice gesture. But you think I can turn 100 pel into 1 million? That's 10,000 times more. She's already forgotten the numbers. We need 10,000 pel, not 1 million. So we're looking at 100 times more. Oh, right. I panicked and got it confused with Alphino's million gil. I'm not so sure about this trading idea. You were almost talked into buying a cloak you didn't need mere moments after you arrived. But I hate it when you're right. Then let me help you with your deal making. Oh, hello again, Mablu. I work here as a ranch hand, but I've also learned a lot about the peddler profession. It's alright if I aid them now, yes? I guided the claimants toward the first step of the feat, like you asked. As long as Wooklamat goes alone to capture her alpaca, she is free to accept assistance from whoever she likes. Hooray! Let's see about getting you that saddle then, Third Promise. I don't know why you made your offer, but I could use an ally with a beak for bargains. Welcome aboard, Mablu. Should the rest of us stay behind, perhaps? It may be easier to haggle over prices without so many voices chiming in. Yes, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. With Mablu gone, I'll need extra hands to tend to the alpacas. Gladly, although, Yuna, I think you should go with Wooklamat. You've seen markets and bazaars the world over, and surely have sage advice to share. I have overpaid for so many things, Kryl. Do you have any idea how much that is a bad idea? In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. If it's misplaced or soiled in some way, you'll have nothing to bargain with. As if I'd do such a thing. But I'll leave the wool with Yuna anyway. The better to keep my hands free. Ah, so this isn't just teaching her patience, it's teaching her teamwork. To begin, I suggest we try trading the wool with Havli, the saddler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea of how much he'll accept for his wares. My experience with Rowena might not even help with this, because Rowena's kind of a well, she's certainly ruthless. Tending the alpacas, are we? I had some experience with that when I was younger. I'd worry if it was just Wooklamat, but it sounds like Moblu knows a thing or two about trading. Turning 100 pel worth of wool into a 10,000 pel saddle is exactly the kind of suggestion I'd expect from the head of a merchant clan. I have every confidence he'll come back with the saddle. At least somebody does. Something I can do for you? We've come to bargain. I need one of your special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca. A saddle, is it? And how will you be paying for it? With this basket of fine alpaca wool. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, this would barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I actually want. And what might that be? Mezcal. I like to nurse a cup at day's end while I inspect my finished work. Bring me a jug of quality stuff and you've got yourself a deal. This bodes well for us, Third Promise. Such mezcal can be had for only 5 pel in the thousands column. That's half the price already. Hold on. Did you say Third Promise? Then my offer has changed. The saddle is going to cost you a jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years at least. 3 years? That stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition who'll see my business prosper. Zoralja will go to war, and his cavalry will need saddles. Lots of saddles. It's nothing personal, Third Promise, but I won't sell you my craft for anything less than my asking price. Great! Warmongers! We're profiteering! Yay! Can't say that I blame him. I'm known for championing peace, and peace is unlikely to bring him more customers. Those of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Many of these Pelu pray for your victory, Wooklamat. The younger ones, though, to them, strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from these horrors and take the peace we now enjoy for granted. Still others are unsatisfied with this quiet prosperity and crave the future the Second Promise envisions. They become obsessed with innovations like the dirigibles that have made trade swift and easy. Then you have those like Havli, convinced that the First Promise's plans for conquest will afford them opportunities for great profit. But what about you, Moblu? Aren't you of the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I'd say. Oh, I was raised on the old tales. I've memorized the accounts of what it was like when the Yokwe ruled our village. And that's why I offered to help. I want you to become Dawn Servant, to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Well, then, I guess I'd better make sure I win the contest. But the type of mezcal the saddle maker wants is so very expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 pel from the outset? Nothing's changed, we just need to get on with it. I may not have a head for trade or the stomach for alpacas, but I won't give up with the peace of Tuliolal on the line. Then neither will I. We will make you Dawn Servant. Aiming for that 10,000 pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration. So let's first try exchanging the wool for anything even a touch more valuable. The trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance. The guy the merchant was chatting with? I don't think he needs alpaca wool. He accidentally bought 3 times as much as he needed. But the guy he was trading with might. Of course, the Weaver! Balnock was his name, I believe. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision, and he was here to buy wool. I think I remember the direction he was going, but for now, let's head back to that road where we first met him. Yeah, he was going back to Tuliolol. Oh, it is about to get very loud in my chat. There is a hunt train starting, I think. What instance are we in? I'm not sure. This is the spot. After Balnock talked to us, he walked off to the south. Oh, he did too. And then he was probably going to Ikuvlo's Inn. Most visitors to Watch and Palo end up staying there. Let's go and check, shall we? Ah! Those boys again. And I think I just saw a fucking Morble off in the... Not a Morble, the other thing. Those fuckers. Oh no, it's one of the, Chew. I don't think that's what they're called. Oh yeah, they are. Tuli Chew. What are those? Oh wait. Hold on, I need those for a hunt. Oh, I only needed the one. Oops. Nope, just break my portrait. No, good. Oh, that feels so slow. Oh. Can I have that basket, Yuna? Thanks. Now let's see if we can turn a profit. Godspeed. We're gonna need it. Balnock, I'm glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? Third promise. You wish to do business with me? Might I ask what this is all about? Oh, she's gonna tell him everything. That should be fine. I wonder how many in the village are in on this. I see. So the goal is to turn that basket of wool into a jug of 3-year-old premium mezcal. Then allow me to invest in your efforts. Peace in Tural is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I would prefer that one pledged to preserve that peace win the throne. Thus do I humbly offer you this wool poncho, a small token that I pray contributes to your victory. Oh, that's fine craftsmanship. A garment like that would easily fetch 500 pal in the hundredth column. Or 5 pal in the hundredth column. That's very generous, Balnock. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. I have every faith in you, Third Promise. May fortune bless your future dealings. I can't believe you quintupled your investment with your first deal. We're off to a spectacular start. Only because Yuna remembered our weaver friend. All I did was hand over the wool. That's not true. The connections you build with people are vital. This is one of the most fundamental precepts of trading, one which you've instinctively mastered. You think so? I know so. Now, let's take our 500 pel poncho and trade it for something even more valuable. Here, Yuna, you take the poncho. If I lost it somehow, Arenville would never let me hear the end of it. Why do they have duck goggles? I don't know. It might be to do with mountain winds. I know in 10, I think they had the goggles. It was partially, they were Alvet, so it was probably to do with the sun, or the sun and the sand. The adult, I think oh no. Yeah, so the Alved lived in the desert, but they also hid their eyes because there was like Alved racism against them, I think. Here it might be to do with like cutting mountain winds or something. Because it covers their nose, so it might make it easier to breathe. All set? Our next deal is waiting to be found. Oh! Success! You traded a 100 pel basket of alpaca wool for a 500 pel wool poncho. Is there a failure state? Leveraging connections is a sound strategy, but we should also consider supply and demand. An individual in urgent need of a good poncho will offer more than a merchant simply looking to stock his shelves. That makes sense, but how do we know if someone needs a poncho? They aren't wearing one? That's the obvious answer, isn't it? We look for a person without a poncho and hope they're eager to buy ours. Yes, there you go. We find the demand for our supply. So, where should we begin our search for prospective buyers? There are any number of places, but we could do worse than starting right here at the inn. There might be interested travelers. Who here needs a poncho? A lot of Mamulja is hardly wear anything to begin with. Those are probably Landsguard or sellswords. Mamulja who soldier for a living prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movements. So even if they have bare shoulders, Mamulja carrying arms can be struck off the list. Find a potential customer. You're wearing one. You two have weapons. Mablu. You don't appear to have a weapon. Let's see. No coat or cloak, but also no weapon. Ooh, we might have a winner. Oh there, friend. You're not a mercenary by trade, right? I was curious about your bold choice of dress, or lack thereof. Oh, it was no choice of mine, believe me. I was attacked by beasts on the way here and barely escaped with my scales intact. My coat was not so lucky. I'm actually a tool maker from Tuliolil and was dressed quite smartly, all the better to show the Pelu I am a man who takes pride in his appearance and therefore his work as well. But now look at me. Well, sir, this is your lucky day. What a splendid poncho! This will be the perfect replacement for the coat I lost. We'd be willing to part with it if you'd like to make a trade. For one of your fine tools, perhaps? What about this hatchet? I crafted it myself and will vouch for its quality. The blade looks sharp, the haft well made. I'd value it at 1 pel in the thousands column. That's a double again. Ooh, from 500 to 1,000? We have a deal. Wonderful. A fine garment such as this should put me on even footing with any Pelu merchant. Like the eponymous owner of Miplu's mate garden, for one. Her field hands use hatchets to harvest the... Is it mate or mate? And I thought to impress her with the tool I sold you. No matter. I have other wares to sell. Glad I am to have met you. Did you hear that? We've already found our next buyer. To Miplu's mate garden we go. I think it's mate. Yes, but it's a fair distance on foot. We should take alpacas. Poor Worklamat. These ones will be the calm type, right? I don't know. If we ask really nicely, we might be able to get a discount on the mezcal. I suspect not, but... What do you have? Oh, independent merchant. I assume garbage. I was correct. Oh, yes, I was correct. Let's never speak of that again. Well done recognizing that toolmaker as a potential customer. If you've a mind to change professions, you'd make an excellent merchant. No, I've been threatened by Rowena one too many times. Before we get moving, you should be the one to hold this. With that, I suppose we should hop on the alpacas Mablu has so kindly provided. Ready to go? Well, let's mount up. Oh, I am in a cutscene, technically. And it's off to the mate fields we go. Please don't spit. Please don't spit. You'll be fine. These ones are accustomed to people. I still don't trust them. You have a knack for riding, no matter what you say. Without our alpaca friends, we Palu would never have become traveling merchants. Can you imagine walking all the way across Taral? I swear that mountain is too tall to be real. Warkor Zormor, wasn't that the name? A forbidding sight, isn't it? One I've never appreciated up close. You have to take the long way around the cliffs to get there, to the highlands belonging to the Yokoi. I wonder if we're gonna actually meet the Yokoi. So, Mablu, you said you were learning about the peddler profession. You don't care for ranch work? No, I love it. I love working with the alpacas. But becoming a peddler has always been a dream of mine. It's just, I'm not sure I have the talent for it. If I can help you by the taming saddle, though, then it'd be proof I can do this after all. In that case, you'd best get ready to be a merchant. Look, we're almost there. I just realized my camera is pointing directly at the floor. Oh, we have lemon cactuar. I love when they put those little traveling sections in, rather than do it as a cutscene. It's fun. It's a fun change. We made it, and without a single smelly incident. I sent the alpacas back to Ikuvlo's inn, so we'll walk along the main road when we return to the village. Speaking of roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawn Servant, weren't you, Third Promise? That I was. Then perhaps you understand. I was an orphan too, you see. Tobley took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them? Yes, and everyone works hard at their chores, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet, here I am, the only one wanting to go off and be a merchant. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. We need to keep trading things for your saddle if you're to prepare for the feat of gold. As it's mate harvesting season, they can't have too many quality hatchets. Add to that Wiplomat's way with people, and we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. That's Miplu herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the Third Promise, and let's get to bargaining. Why did I scowl at her so sternly when she said that? Although it's nice to be able to see my character at nighttime. I still need to head out to Ultima Thule and see if I can actually see her expressions, though. You have that little axe for me? It's a hatchet. Thanks, and now let's see what we can get for it. This would be easier if I knew what a mate was. Aside from a crop. You're Miplu, the owner of these fields? I have a mind to trade if you're interested. Well, well, the third promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have on offer? This hatchet. Forged by a seasoned artisan, the razor edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. The quality is acceptable, I suppose. I offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. A sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 pel in the thousands column, the same price as the hatchet. This deal would bring us no closer to the mezcal. If I may, Mistress Miplu, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. We've missed the window for demand. In that case, we'll have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you in the third promise's good graces. Surely that's worthy of consideration. Or we could just take the mate and trade up with that. Some trades are horizontal. I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives, I believe, including farming, and I will no longer have need of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Wuklamot. That is why I am prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair, given your reasons, but we ourselves would be no better off for the transaction. How about this then? If we were to help bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? As a matter of fact, I would. Until Quana's reforms come about, I can always use more hands in the fields. Then you can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. Adding value to tip the scales. How could I have forgotten one of the most basic rules of trading? You can rest here if you like, Moblu. Yuna and I have mate together. Oh no, I'm helping too. Off to the fields then, and mind you pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you. How many leaves go in a bundle if she's willing to buff the trade? I'm so happy about that little movement thing that we have now. Verdant mate leaves. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm not familiar with the crop. Well, I think it's a real thing. Most of the crops in Final Fantasy are based off of real foods, as far as I'm aware. But not all of them. Am I missing a batch? Is that 5? Oh yeah. You doing alright over there, Wuklamot? I wasn't sure Miplu would bite, but it goes to show that you never know until you try. How about you, Moblu? Did you see how Wuklamot came to my rescue there? She really is good with people. I mean, you were already coming to her rescue. I mean, that seems like a fair trade, funnily enough. You've brought me some leaves then? An acceptable harvest. We'll see how your companions fared before I make any decisions, though. Here, we've brought our share as well. Thank you, Third Promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now it's time to honor mine. After adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchet, I am prepared to offer you a full sack of our highest grade mate leaves. Premium mate? Bought at the shop, one sack of those leaves would cost no less than 5 pel in the thousands column. Then we can bid farewell to this hatchet. I'll give it a good home. Talk of the contest aside, I'm glad we could come to a mutually agreeable trade. As am I. All the best with the rest of your harvest. I'm getting the distinct suspicion this is the real part of the trial over the alpaca taming part. Mablu? What's wrong? It's as I was saying before. Even after everything Tobley's done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all and become a merchant. But then, I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How can I expect Tobley to accept my decision then? Have you mentioned your plans to leave? Not exactly. I wanted to prove I could succeed as a peddler before I declared my intentions. I seek to follow in my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Tyrell's peace, and becoming Dawn Servant happens to be the best way to do it. You should live a life of your own choosing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tobley held the same opinion, so talk to him. You're right. It's better to find out for sure than worry over what he might say. Thank you for the advice. But first, we have a saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt, so I can be sure of my decision. What's next, then? We try to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pel? No, I think we're close enough now. I say we go straight for the premium mezcal. Bargain our way into double the value, eh? Think you can do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. I admire you, Third Promise. That you're holding your own against such strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Am I really holding my own against Quana and Zaranja? I mean, of course I am. I'm Wuk-Lamat of the Dawn's Promise, after all. It's a fucking scowl I have. That is the face of someone who just heard someone talk shit about one of their really good friends and is about to throw hands. Only problem is the person talking shit is the good friend. That is a face that says, I went through 5 expansion packs. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 expansion packs in base game filled with people with self-esteem issues. I'm not about to watch it happen again. Screenshot. Oh, I should have. Got it. It's much funnier. Oh, I've missed my shot there. I can rewatch the cutscene at the end, I think. I did get the clear one, though. She looks so mad. I think that's the angriest I've seen her look when she wasn't actively killing something. Or talking to Xenos. What just made that adorable noise? I think it was someone's dismounting. Before we go, let me give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk proving Erenville's point. Delegation is an important skill for a leader. Ready then? Our next stop is the Mezcal Distillery. That's a fuck my life expression. I think that was slightly more homicidal than that. I'm gonna be honest, if I don't end up, like, clipping Wuk-Lamat around the ear at some point for her self-doubt, I will be surprised. Oh, I don't need to drive the whole way. But I'm gonna do it anyway. What's down here? Ooh, coffee. This is... Okay, we know the Pell are involved in the society quests. From what we've seen so far, I would be willing to bet that it's going to be here. I will be ignoring most of the side quests for now, but we will come back and do them. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, I'm fine. I hope Tobley doesn't have too many negative opinions about me bringing a motorcycle through his fucking alpaca pastures. It's kind of nice just tagging along while someone else does all the work for a change. This is all Wooklamot's problem. I'm just here for the ride.
We'll want to speak with a man by the name of Gobley. Even among his fellow distillers, he's regarded as a master of the craft. He knows the value of his product, so if we're going to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need targeted information. That means asking around and taking in the gossip. If you could talk to the people here in the distillery, Yuna, perhaps Wooklamot could do the same at the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn.
Me? I'm a chef from Tuliolel. I often come here to buy Gobley's mezcal. The finest in Tural, according to my customers. He always brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. I take small sips, not wanting to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so addled as to agree to whatever price he quotes me. It'd be nice to have less, potent refreshments during such conversations. Else I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement.
Gobley might be a deft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, though, he'll be laughed at a sun perch. There's not much I can say about Gobley, but I can tell you what Gobley's been saying. The other day, he was muttering about monsters prowling around Agave Jaws. That's the field where they gather ingredients for the mezcal. Their presence has made it harder to procure said ingredients, and thus driven up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. Can't rightly bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love. Okay, so I guess to get a half-price discount on this mezcal, we're going to have to give him all of the relevant information. Where is... Ah, Mablu. So, what did you find out? Oh, we can make use of all of those tidbits. The deal is as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobley is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. You go on ahead, and I'll bring Wooklamot.
Good, because I don't remember where she is. The entrance, I think? You have business with me, madam? Why don't we talk down below, so as to not distract the alpaca from his work? I just climbed all the way up here. Now, what's this about? Keep it brief, if you would. I'm a busy man.
We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal. Assuming you have any on hand, that is.
Ah, an excellent choice. I must warn you, though, it doesn't come cheap.
We don't have Pell, but we can offer a sack of mate leaves in exchange. It's top-grade stuff, like the mezcal.
No deal. Mate leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. No deal? Just like that?
Still, I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? Now, the real bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? The monsters in the agave fields. Start with the strongest contender. Maybe that's not a good one. Let's hold on to that one. We need to consider our timing. Oh, good. The Hubigo chef's distaste for strong drink. I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a Hubigo chef, is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something like mate tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course. Ah, you're right. Absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hubigo friend, but did not realize I myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with that added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth the mezcal you're after. Should we offer to cull the monsters, giving them trouble? Not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeve until we need it. As I expect you're aware, the rite of succession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal were to be served there, it would bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility? As a matter of fact, yes. I must admit I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be a great honor and opportunity, if I can secure the deal. Well, I think your exceptional mezcal should speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared, and first impressions last. You'll want to be wearing your very best when you walk into Volokshunsa. It would be such a shame to miss this chance of a lifetime simply for want of proper garments. Get some new clothes, you raggedy fuck. That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideal for court? We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing, an introduction to a weaver. His name is Bolnock, and his works are highly regarded in Tuliolel. Thanks, I love her. As a supporter of Wuklamat and keen observer of palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit this golden occasion. That is certainly a tempting proposal, and one of which I should like to take full advantage, but the scales still aren't quite balancing. Say, weren't there monsters running amok in Agave Jaws? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Truly? I would be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hiring Cellsource to clear them out. Factoring in that saved expense and an introduction to a trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain. Alright, you have a deal. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment and Yuna and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use the time to pen an introductory letter to Bolnock. The fields you're looking for are just north of Wachinpelo. Be safe. We're gonna die horribly, I'm sure. It's actually kind of strange fighting things that are actually putting up a fight now. It's been a while. Oh, do I have any shitty foods that I can... Yes. I have 400 of these, it'll be fine. It doesn't matter that it's crafting food, it'll still give me a 3% XP buff. And that should be the agave jaw. It's just over there. This will go faster if we split up. Come and find me once you finish clearing out your share of the pests. On it, boss! You know what? Maybe I should actually pull out Summoner again. Wait, no. I want Dancer level first, because one of my retainers is Dancer. I'm not doing this on White Mage, though. It'll take forever. Oh, it's those guys. Man, I remember you guys from Gridania intro quests. Actually, possibly also Limsa intro quests. You have just enough health that using tech step might actually be worth it. Is what I would say a standard step didn't come off cooldown. Don't need a rotation for these guys. There we go. Case in point. Oh, but you. I need you dead for my hunts. How many of you do I need? 3? It's usually... Oh no, 2. Splendid. Do I need to... hand these in? I don't know. Excellent. What is Book of Netherfire 1? Haven't I completed that quest? I think I completed the Atma. Oh, maybe they just didn't take it off me. Compared to the creatures I hunted with Papa, this was no challenge at all. Come on, let's head back to the distillery. All that's left is to give Moblu the sack of leaves. She can seal the deal. Thank God I still have it. Oh yes, this is noticeably slower than the motorbike, isn't it? If... Those monsters were no trouble for you, it seems. Now, if I could just have the sack of leaves. Thank you for looking after our precious trading goods. Wait, why did I leave those here if I was gonna go slay monsters? Your monster problem has been resolved, Master Gobley. Here are the mate leaves and a written introduction to Balnock, as agreed. Then the deal is done. Here, your jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. Yes, we finally have the mezcal. Great work, especially you, Mablu. You are the one that inspired me to come this far, Third Promise. But let's not celebrate until we have the saddle in hand. Mablu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand. For now. Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. Aww. It has occurred to me, it's snowing here. I must be freezing cold. Even at the palace, I don't think I've held a 10,000 pel jug of anything before. My hands won't stop shaking. Here, you'd better hold on to it until we get to the saddle maker. Can you imagine if we dropped it and had to start all over again? Don't say that. Luckily, Halvley's place is not far. We just need to head across the plaza. Like the guy who turned a pencil into a house? Yeah, I was thinking of the paperclip to pencil house as well. I think a couple of people have done that for some reason. This is it. This is the trade we've been working towards. Wait, was it a paperclip? I know there's a woman who does paperclip to house trading. But I think a few people did it for different stuff. Ooh, still in one piece. Right, time to make our deal. Get your tools ready, Saddler. We've brought your precious mezcal. Don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. Heck, fuck. Wait, you actually got your hands on a jug? But you had nothing. A few measly clumps of wool. What we had was an aspiring trader with a gift for negotiation. Aww. Although I'd sooner aid no claimant but Zoralja, I cannot go against the guiding principles of the Pelu Pelu. The trade is a fair one. I will craft your saddle, third promise. Great! Stay and wait if you like. I have all the requisite materials, so this won't take long. The original was one red paperclip. Ah. Your commission is ready. Catching a wild alpaca is never a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time of it with one of my saddles. Now, if you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. I can taste that smooth mezcal already. Work. We did it! The saddle is ours! And to think we started out with only 100 pel basket of alpaca wool. Mablu, you're going to be an incredible merchant. Thank you. It makes me so glad to hear you say that, third promise. We got what we came for, so let's return to the ranch. The others will be waiting. I hope that taming saddle is part of some of the chocobo gear, because it's very nice looking. Or something similar, at least, with a blanket. I think there are... there's usually a few Bardings released, right? I know we've seen one out. Can't even see what the Gemstone Trader has. They don't... the shop unlocks, even for looking at, as you do the tiers. How many... Actually, yeah, that's one thing I want to check. How many is it? It's 60 to complete to get to rank 3. 6 to get to... So it's 66 per... Yeah, okay. I still need to... Man, I haven't even bought everything for fucking Shadowbringers yet. Because it costs so damn much. And you don't make enough doing all of them to buy everything. But... Oh, that reminds me. I got 16 for doing the other fate here, which means they bumped the reward up again. Where am I? They bumped the reward up again, so... If I farm out fates here, it'll be easier. And save me a lot of pain. But then I said the same thing for Endwalker, and I haven't even finished farming those fates. You've acquired the saddle, then? Yes, and thanks in no small part to Mablu. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca, though, let me teach you how to saddle one. I'll bring out one of our wildborn friends so you can practice. The faces that increase XP also increase gemstones now. Didn't they do that before? Oh, I thought they did that before. Maybe it just sounds familiar because I read the patch notes. I know. This is something I need to learn. That's nice, though. It gives people who are max level a reason to go back to those ones specifically. Great sunken gods, I did it! Oh, that looks like such a cute saddle! He hardly seemed bothered, much less inclined to spit, as if he was completely accepting of Wuklomat's touch. That is because of the singular scent with which the saddle has been coated. Alpacas find it very soothing. You know, I've never taken a good long look at one of you before, but you're actually kind of cute. You're only now noticing that? Zoralja, he's back. How the fuck did you find a golden alpaca? Having done exactly what he set out to do. That alpaca he's brought, is it just me, or is it glowing? I've heard tales of such a beast. They say the golden alpaca lives a solitary existence deep in the valley, where it shuns the company of both man and its own kind. How did he manage to snare a prize like that? A beast knows its betters. Faced with overwhelming strength, it will yield rather than risk death. An apt illustration of how greatly the power of the first promise exceeds yours, Wuklomat. Strength alone won't win him our father's throne. I'll be the one to find the Golden City, and then Taral can remain at peace. An everlasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fires of war. That's a very stupid sentence that doesn't make any sense. To unite as one, the people must be taught. They must suffer the horror and the hopelessness firsthand. Exhaustion from prolonged conflict. The wages of war's merciless nature. These are what moved the clans to join in the founding of Tuliyollal all those years ago. Consider the younger generation of this village. Since birth have they basked in unbroken harmony, and behold, they regard war not as tragedy, but opportunity. Thus does the resilient son seek to provide education. He offers much-needed lessons in the realities of conquest and a renewed appreciation for peacetime. Feel like there's a way to do that without bloodshed. 'Tis true that war's misery breeds a longing for peace. But I have seen with my own eyes what becomes of an empire forged through the violence you propose, the rebellions it spawned, and the ruins it left behind. The Garlean Empire was a congregation of simpletons. The oppressed fought back against their oppressors, as well they should. Men are not beasts. Only a fool would seek to rule over all with the threat of force alone. This is why Galul Jaja did not elevate the Mamulja, why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, the first promise has his gaze fixed on more distant horizons. He would unite not only Tuliyollal, but the star in its entirety. That's what Garlemald said. We bombed the shit out of them. What? Why? I need not explain myself to you. Oh, well done indeed. The first promise has completed the feat of gold with an appropriately golden flourish. May I present to you your much-deserved keystone? He's always been like that, never sharing his innermost thoughts with me or even Quana. It's like we're not even family. Call it Fuzz Lightyear. I'll ponder Zerulja and his mysteries later. Right now, I need to think about finishing the feat of gold. I have my saddle, I've practiced how to use it, so lead on to where the wild alpacas roam. The valley of Roarankanka is northwest of here. Come on, everyone. Even if we can't enter ourselves, we can see Wicklamat off on her hunt. I would like to watch her attempt to tame an alpaca. I assume they're gonna let this one free, right? Considering it specifically said to not like hanging out with people. Emperor Zerulja turns gold and starts shouting such devastation. You fucking better not. I swear to God. If I have to get looped back to Gaius, I'm gonna have opinions about it. Oh, I can't remember the oh, shit, I can't remember the opening now. For whom do you fight? Something like that. Such devastation. Devastation. Sorry. I'm not, but, yeah, it's polite. I can do this. I know I can. Cheer, Wicklamat. Very well. I believe in you, Wicklamat.
Good luck there, Promise!
Thanks. I'll need it. Truth be told, still not sure about alpacas. I'd rather not go near one if I can help it. But if I'm to rule this nation, then I'll need to learn how to live with them. Tural is their home too. Right. I'm off.
So, shall we head back to the ranch, or...?
I'm staying here.
As will I. Wicklamat is alone in this. The least we can do is stand watch and await her return.
It may be a while yet. Help me pitch the tent.
What's an Aetheryte ticket? It lets you teleport for free in-game. Yeah, if you get any of the drop rewards, they'll all be in-game stuff.
Trust a gleaner to come prepared for anything.
Good thing he did.
What's a gleaner?
Someone whose job it is to travel the world and procure uncommon things for their employers. Erenville specializes in finding animals, I believe.
But aren't you a Shitona from Shak Tural? Why did you cross the salt?
When I was much younger, the thought of leaving Tural never even occurred to me. But then, some years ago, my mentor tasked me with a difficult hunt. Something I could never find, she said, so long as I clung to the familiar. She suggested that I leave home, leave Tural, and join the Gleaners of Sharlian. As one of their number, I could experience the world, immerse myself in myriad cultures and customs, see the many faces of nature. And once I had learned what is truly important, I would find that which I seek. My younger self took those words to heart, and off I went to become a gleaner.
Her words alone moved you to leave behind everything you'd ever known? You must have great respect for your mentor.
As it happens, gleaner work was much to my liking, and I all but forgot why I had pursued it in the first place. Yet, events conspired to put me back on the trail I'd abandoned.
Wait, are you saying you were tasked with finding the City of Gold?
I was. And though my hunt is now entangled with the right of succession, I mean to see it through.
Well then, I understand completely. We all have our reasons for seeking the Golden City. Which is all the more reason for us to work together.
Just so.
Ten of them and 10 boost XP meal tests. Yes. And at the 6-hour mark, you'll get a mount, hopefully.
She should have been back by now. What if something's happened to her? We need to tell Tobli and arrange a search party.
Wait. Do you hear that?
I did it.
She has not slept. It's so nice to see someone else get lumped with the hard work.
You're utterly spent. And small wonder.
No offense, but... I mean, my deepest sympathies to you, but I'm glad you were the ones who spent all night chasing Alpaca, not me.
Well done, Third Promise.
The ranch isn't going anywhere. Take a rest in the tent.
I think I will. Thank you all for believing in me.
Oh, she must be Banjax if she's willing to take a rest. I'm very proud of you. Any plans on playing for another 3 hours? Not another 3 hours, but I would like to see this quest chain to its conclusion if possible. I'm so relieved the Third Promise came back to us safely. And the alpaca she tamed is a healthy-looking beast. Surely this will be enough to satisfy the feat of gold. I could do with some more dyes, actually. None of those. 5 of those. 2 of those. Alright, I'll take those. The other 3 hours will be on Sunday. Wicklamat still seems a bit unsteady on her feet. Hardly surprising after she spent the night chasing alpacas. You know what will melt away fatigue like magic, though? Mate tea. I'll run to the ranch and get a pot brewing. That way you can take your time, and the tea will be ready when you arrive. As Mablu so wisely suggested, we shall set a slower pace for our exhausted Third Promise. I'm very curious about the fact that I noticed the fluffball plant things over the lights. Those are the same fluffballs that the Mughals have in all of their architecture. What secrets do you hold? That was a cliff. At least it was a small one. shit, I need to check out if the sanctuary's been updated as well. Oops. Oh, it'll be fine. It'll take forever anyway. Might as well take forever slightly later. Came back ahead of the others, did you? I should hurry along with the tea then. Well, Clement can't be that far behind. You can fire the codes in if you want, but everyone who is watching, or, yeah, if you don't want them, you can fire the codes in. I remembered how time worked before I finished that sentence. I think I will, I'm pretty sure I also am getting the codes, so yeah, if anyone wants them, they can grab them. Oh, that tea really is magical. I feel better already. But I don't know how these drops work. Is it tied to your Twitch account? I don't think it is. I think they will have to go in on the Mog Station as codes. So that would make sense, yeah. Sorry, Kryl, I interrupted you. I see you've become more comfortable around our fuzzy friends. Watching this one taught me a lot about alpacas. What grasses and fruits they eat, what sounds they react to, their adorable little quirks. I guess I've grown kind of fond of them. Welcome back, Third Promise. Accomplished the feat of gold, have you? Yes, there is no mistaking a valley alpaca. I commend you on your success. Well done. Yes, we did it! Although, I couldn't find a shiny one like Zaralja did. I'd be surprised if you had. Golden alpacas are born but once every few decades. They're elusive, solitary creatures that are rarely seen, much less captured, thanks to their innate physical and magical gifts. Only a single other person is known to have caught one before, that being Galul Jajar himself. Papa was chasing alpacas too? So my grandfather's stories say. It was before the founding of Tuliolal, in a time when the mountain giants, the Yokhoi, held our people in thrall. Compelled by their overlords, our forebears would ride their alpaca mounts to the highlands to deliver gifts of food and other tributes. Those were wretched days, to hear grandfather tell it. Then along came the young Galul Jaja, yet unburdened by the mantle of Dawn Servant. Our people were amazed by this imposing two-headed figure, equal to the Yokhoi in stature, and puzzled by his entourage of mismatched companions. Oh shit, he was like an old-timey warrior of light, huh? Some trembled in fear, believing a new conqueror had come. Yet Galul Jaja showed no such inclinations. He sat and spoke with us, sipping from the cups of mate tea we offered him, and grew somber when he learned of our plight. None could have anticipated what their visitor decided to do next. Galul Jaja ascended the cliffs to face the giants and freed the Palu Palu from the Yokhoi's subjugation. He then turned an appraising eye upon our riders and proposed we take to the road to peddle our beverages. The suggestion seemed obvious for one who travelled as he did, intent in fostering amity between the clans. So it was that a few words from Galul Jaja transformed us into a clan of itinerant merchants. I've never heard the bond Papa forged with the Palu Palu spoken of in that way before. The saga is not so detailed. And then you may not know that Galul Jaja sought a sure-footed guide for his trek up into the highlands. Thus did he capture a golden alpaca. So both my father and my brother caught the rarest of creatures, while an ordinary one was the best I could manage. The feat required no more than that, Third Promise, and you brought back a perfectly wonderful beast. Mablu's right. You're a perfectly wonderful beast. If anyone's ordinary, it's me. Not only did you accomplish the feat of gold, you also made many trades and brought joy to many people in true Pelu Pelu fashion. I sorely doubt your sibling could have achieved that. You should be proud of the accomplishments which earned you your keystone. It's so tiny. So this is what they look like. Go on, set it in the tablet. Ooh, it glows. A perfect fit. That leaves 6 more. You're well on your way, Third Promise. We'd have been lost without you, Mablu. Thanks to you, I learned so much about the Pelu people and your customs. It might seem obvious, but I've come to realize the importance of properly knowing something. It was because I didn't understand alpacas that I was uncomfortable around them. I'm thankful to you as well, Wicklamat. You've given me the courage to say what I wasn't sure I could ever say. Toby, I want to leave the ranch and become a merchant. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I've loved every moment caring for the alpacas. But this is something I need to do. I need to walk my own path and make my own trades. As your parent, allow me to say one thing. I've always tried to give my wards lives filled with as much happiness as I could provide. Yet never once have I wanted that to be the only happiness you knew. You have my blessing to walk any path you choose, Mablu. It gladdens me to hear you've found a calling you wish to pursue with such passion. You will make an exceptional peddler, I'm sure of it. Aww. Thank you, Toby. What did I tell you, Mablu? There's one last thing I can help you with, Third Promise. You need to find the Golden City, right? That's the end goal. Then I suggest you talk to the Yakoi. They once ruled over far more than just Urkelpacha and the Pelu Pelu. 1,000 years ago, they were the overlords of Yoctoral and all of its peoples. During that era, the Pelu Pelu were commanded to search for a city of gold. They scoured every corner of the continent, but never found any trace of that fabled place. But if they didn't find anything, what could the Yokoi have to tell us? They may not have found it, but the fact that they thought to look for it at all makes me curious. Perhaps there's value in delving into how the legend originated. We lose nothing from asking the question. Besides, if we're determined to follow the path of the saga, we'll be visiting the giants eventually.
Yay, it's all going to shit.
Oh, Kryle, I have a question I've been meaning to ask. And since we finished with the feet, where did you acquire that earring? My earring? Do you recognize it? Yes, pieces like that first became fashionable in Yogg-Daral around 20 years ago. Since then, it's common to wear one as a charm for safe travel. 20 years ago. Right about the time my grandfather made his journey. Yet, the Dawn Servant implied the earring was connected to the Golden City in some way. Surely there was more to its significance than simple fashion. If you want to know how it first came to be crafted, I could try to find out. Seeing as it's a regular seller for many merchants, I'm curious to learn about it myself. I would appreciate that very much, thank you. Jumping feet first into the peddler business, eh, Mablu? Right then, let's head back to Leolel and get ready to search for the next elector. Farewell for now, and thanks for all your help. I will become Dawn Servant, so make sure you set aside your best mezcal for this occasion. She has a fearsome opponent in that brother of hers. He even brought a golden alpaca to heal. But you've heard Zeralda's supporters talk. They might see opportunity in his expansionist ambitions, but they find the man himself intimidating, terrifying even. Whereas I've grown to love Wuklamant. Everyone she meets will come to love her too, and that's why she'll win the throne. You might be right, Mablu. You might be right.
God, I hope so. It feels good to have the feet of gold safely under our belt, even if my victory pales beside Zeralda and his shiny golden alpaca. I know I shouldn't let it bother me, and gods know you've all been so supportive, but I want to be strong or wise like my brothers, to be a promise that people respect. Which is not likely if I stand here carrying on and on about things. Let's move on. Back to Spalya with us. The contest has hardly begun. Yeah! Very proud of it. Oh, fuck. The amount of quests that just unlocked. I'm leaving. Can't remember which one's Spalyev. There it is. Help, I lost the next, whatchamacallit. Dawn Servant. Hold on, Tradecraft, Battlecraft, Independent Vendor, Materia, what do you got? Might as well actually check out the market. Crimson Lugworm. Alright, give me 100 of those. Okay, we should be fine. I think these are new. I'm not sure, though. Yeah, we're fine. A honeybee. I don't think we're supposed to fish with those, but... There we go. I may do some fishing off stream. Nobody needs to watch me do that. No, those are the Battlecraft suppliers, which means they don't sell gear for some reason. Why must you torment me? And just like that, we found an elector and won our first keystone. I knew I was right to trust your instincts.
Come on, let's keep things moving and march on towards Kazamauka. Chances are good we'll find an elector there as well. Before we do anything, however, we should see what your patient Hanu friend has to say. And that is where we will go. Oh, I leveled. Is where we will call it for this evening. That was fun. Let me move. Close that. Reopen that. Fuck. There's so many buttons. We'll do the Hanu on Sunday. I might start early on Sunday, just to make sure that we have time to get everything done. But we should still run out till 8. Fuck, 8? Yeah, 8. But yeah. I am Banjax, so I'm gonna go and get some dinner and take a rest. Who is... You know what? I'm really fucking tired. So, I'm gonna send you off with little to no ceremony. Shit, what did I just do? Oh, no, I don't want to take a shashlik. Thank you. But yes. I was back in... Oh. Thou honkest? Thou honkest at me? The audacity. But yes, as always, it's always nice to see you. I hope you have a great weekend. And I hope I see you all around again sometime, alright? Bye! Ow! Bonk at me.